In Ohio, it's hard to find an area more remote or more red than Manchester, where 2 of every 3 votes were for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
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 The tiny town sits along the bucolic banks of the Ohio River.
It's something about the water here. You get it in your blood and you don't want to leave.
Folks can tell you when the town started, 1791, and when they believe it will die.
They say 2018.
June of 2018 is the last I've personally heard on.
That's when 2 large coal-fired power plants on either side of the town are projected to close. The news broke just after the election.
It was definitely a shock to myself and my friends and co-workers, family, people in the local community. I mean, I think some people are still in shock.
As it stands now, the union says about 700 jobs will be lost in a town of just 2,000 people. The coal supplier says it'll cut an additional 1,500 jobs. Tax revenues and property values will plummet. So what about all those rallies?
I love Ohio. You know, I worked in Ohio.
All those promises of jobs and of re-energizing coal.
Jobs, jobs, jobs.
So if he is the energy coal president, why are coal plants still shutting down?
I don't think it's 100% up to Trump. I mean, I think he's got a lot of say-so in it. To me, it's poor business decisions.
The mayor agrees it's not Trump's fault. He blames plant owners and management.
Men in overalls built this country. The men in suits have destroyed it.
But he is a man in a suit.
But he has touched the working people. He stood up for the working people.
Did you vote for Trump hoping he would save your job?
That's not the only reason I voted for him, but I did vote for Trump because I like the way his views are on stuff, and I like the way he don't try to be all political correct on everything.
He was very positive towards coal where others weren't.
You don't feel like, despite all his talk of coal, bring the jobs back, that somehow your coal-related job?
No, I personally don't feel let down, but I personally hope that he steps in on this part as well.
Put some pressure on, let's rework this coal industry around.
These Trump voters are trying to convince now President Trump to keep his promises about jobs and coal.
If he can't, if he doesn't.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what the future holds. I don't know necessarily hold it against him, but I guess more of a disappointment.
If they were just empty promises, then in Manchester and other towns with coal-fired power plants, futures once so bright will soon face much darker days.